and welcome back to DML. So today we are going to be finishing off the Nature's Grace mini event and getting 60 divine tickets. So all that we have to do is feed one more dragon. So who shall we feed? Let's feed Mr. Taizenrun here. So there we go, there's our last axe. And there is the event complete. Very good, very good. So we can't do anything else in this event for now, but you know, we got all of these divine tickets. We got the springtime dragon as well, which, you know, the springtime's actually pretty good for breeding the dragon of the month, and I think that's why they released them like that. But of course, with all of these new fandangled tickets, let's go ahead and see what kind of luck we're gonna get today. Because to be honest, so far, our luck has not been the greatest, shall we say it. Like, we have not got a single full piece dragon or anything like that yet. Obviously, we are lacking in the divine ticket department. So, definitely could be better. But for now, we will see what the game wants to give us. Are you going to give us any new dragons today? Like, if you can give us some pieces for the sunset or some pieces for the runic dragon, I would be very happy to see that. Like, there we go. We are 3 pieces away from Mr. Runic. You have to give it to us, right? It's basically a guarantee, correct? That we're gonna get this dragon? There we go. 1 piece away. You gotta do it. You see, I sometimes like opening it up slowly, just so that the suspense is there. But I think whenever we see a rare piece, we know what's happening anyway. Come on, Mr. Runic! Is that him? Oh my god, it's him! Oh, and we got a 40 piece for the Hellion. Really? We already have the Hellion. Can you just not give me any more Hellion dragon pieces, please, game? Like, I beg. So now, whenever we see 5 pieces for the Runic, for example, we're probably going to be a little bit annoyed because we already have it. And that's one of the main problems with these chests, that, you know, they are bottomless pits, and you can just keep getting the same pieces for duplicates forever until the day you die. Like, you could, theoretically, only get pieces for 1 epic dragon for the rest of your life. And that would suck. It's very, very unlikely, obviously, but, say you have 2 dragons that you've maxed out, you could only get pieces for those 2 forever and onwards, which would probably ruin a few people's days, to say the least. And then final chests. What do we have? At least for the multi-chest openings. We're really close to getting Mr. Sunset as well. We're 3 away from the Sunset Dragon. So what do we got? 1 piece for Zeus. 10 more pieces for the Hellion. Game. Stop doing this to me. Oh, there we go! 5 pieces for Sunset. Sweet. 1 piece for Hellion. 5 pieces for Fairy. And 1 more piece for the Runic Dragon. So you know what? Towards the end there, that was actually pretty good. So we've already gotten 3 dragons out of these chests. So the other dragons that we need to collect are the Cyber Dragon, the Molten Dragon, I almost forgot his name, and then obviously the 2 divines, but our divine luck is awful, and I doubt that we're going to get the legendary as well. That's just sort of another thing to add on top of everything else. So do they appear in here? I always forget. Yeah, there we go. I kind of want to see the Runic Dragon first, because look at his egg. His egg is so cool. Like, not even kidding. I actually love it so much, the egg for this Runic Dragon. So, we don't have Chronos available, so for now we will just have to wait until we have a hatchery slot available. I'm not hatching the legendary yet today. I don't even think I have the space at the moment. But overall, that is how our chest luck has gone so far, opening, what is it, 190 something chests so far? Something like that. So, yeah, it could have been better, but, you know, we've got plenty more events coming up. We do have the new event coming in 2 days' time, because according to the event timeline, do remember that we have the Dragon's Delight event coming from March 7th to the 11th. So, I hope that they give us a lot of divine tickets. I really do. And then, of course, we're going to have the boss challenge event on the 11th as well. Then a gem spending event, which I don't care about, but I don't know. Are we going to have any more special mini events that give us some random tickets as well? Like, at the very least, if most players like me, for example, aren't going to get the Chrono Zeus dragon and aren't going to get the Poseidon dragon either, at the very least, I hope that we can get a hold of all of the other chest dragons, because I really want the Cyber dragon, because he looks kind of cool. I really want the Molten dragon, because I failed to get him the first time. I am happy that we got Sunset, though, because he's a little kiddie. He's very plain looking, but he's just sort of... he's like the cute little kid in class that's, you know, nice and sweet but doesn't really say anything. That's how I see the Sunset dragon. So, I don't really know what we're going to be doing for the next 2 days. Probably a whole lot of nothing. Probably just Enchantment League grinding, to be honest with you, because, you know, we do want to get Joko fully enchanted so that we can have 2 fully maxed dragons then. I don't think it really makes much difference to us, because... can we do this fight? I don't think we can do that with Atalanta Dragon. We can definitely do that one. But... yeah, we can do the arena already with just our Autumn Dragon if we upgrade him properly, you know, use clan powers and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But for now, the long, arduous Enchantment League grinding continues, and map battle, well, blue map battle grinding continues whenever I can remember to do it. There is also a bundle out at the moment that I don't think I've really looked at properly that does offer some more Divine tickets, but I don't think it's necessarily the best deal I've ever seen in the world. Like, we had that Root Dragon bundle. Was it the Root? No, it was a different dragon bundle. I don't know. All these different bundles and random dragons are making me very confused. Where is it? Here is the one that I was talking about, where we get the Flow Boss Dragon. We get his habitat, 125 gems, pardon my voice, and 35 hourglass tickets. So, I think what they've done is they've just thrown in a lot of, like, purchase stuff to make it look cooler. What was that noise, by the way? Was that him? Was that him just being flirtatious with me? I don't think I've ever heard the game actually make that noise before. What the heck, Flo? Would you not flirt with me, please, when I'm trying to discuss your bundle? But regardless, what they've done is they've just thrown in gems and some tickets to sort of bump up the price of this bundle, which makes sense. The problem is, boss dragons are just so bloody expensive base. Like, 2,222 gems is how much it costs to buy this dragon. And 2,222 gems is a hell of a lot of money. It's like, what, 60 quid? I'm just, you know, going in the between numbers between 80 and 40. So it's insanely high how much they want you to spend. So technically, if you really want the boss dragon, it's a lot cheaper than the base price. Does that mean that it's a good deal overall? No. So I think you have to really consider, do you need the boss dragon that much? Because boss dragons are super good if you're like one of the really sweat players that, for instance, always wants to win the Golden Gatherer events. But at the same time, you got to remember, there's probably someone out there that has every single boss dragon that's in your bracket. So you're competing with someone that has every single boss dragon helping them. So if you don't have every single boss dragon, which is way too much money, by the way, but if you don't have that, they're probably just going to outclass you anyway. So make sure you think about everything before you make like £15 purchases on random boss dragons in this game. Because the thing is, you can buy a boss dragon and some divine tickets, or you could have bought the clan when it was on sale for like £2, and you could have kept your VIP up for like 3 months. So what's the better deal? 3 months of VIP or a boss dragon? I'm just gonna say that it's definitely the VIP on average. So, you know, when you have games like this that are just full of microtransactions, pick your microtransactions wisely. Which is probably just the weirdest sentence I'm ever gonna utter in my life. Especially because I just hate them at their core. Like, I understand that they have to exist because of, you know, games being free to play. But it's just the way that they're done. They're just way too expensive. They get kids addicted to gambling. Yada yada. I'm sure there's going to be rulings and regulations on that in the EU soon. But makes me wonder if companies like Gameloft are even going to be here in 10 years' time or not, because probably going to end up getting ruled out that most of this stuff is like highly predatory and awful to have in video games. But who knows? Maybe they're all wrong. Maybe the scientists have been lying to us. It's all a conspiracy. And actually children are just dumb as they've always been. And therefore they will always suffer no matter what they do. Poor children that Fortnite dance. But regardless, that is going to do me for today. So good luck if you're trying to finish off the event. And if you are trying to breed the Dragon of the Month. You know, I got him super quickly, but even if you only breed one of them in like the first couple of days, remember, you can breed as many Dragons of the Month as you want, so there's no reason to stop there. Especially if you're like me and there's like sort of a lull period where there's nothing happening. Just go ahead and breed another one, right? It's that easy. 100%. But anyway, guys, for now, thank you for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you then.